In 1962, President Kennedy proclaimed May 15th as National Peace Officer Memorial Day and the calendar week. All across our nation, during this time, police departments are honoring fallen brothers and sisters who gave it all while protecting and safeguarding the streets we serve. Let us forever remember the sacrifices and tell the stories of their heroic actions. For those lost, we carry the memory of forever. On average, one law enforcement officer is killed in the line of duty in the United States every 58 hours. Since the first line of duty death in 1791, more than 20,000 United States law enforcement officers have paid the ultimate sacrifice. January 1st of 2016 to May 15th of 2016, there were 35 total fatalities that were law enforcement related. 17 were firearms related, 14 traffic related, and 4 from other causes. To date, there have been 48 total fatalities in 2017. 17 were firearm related, 21 traffic related, and 10 from other causes. Fallen officers of the East Point Police Department. Officer Christopher Robert Becks. In a watch, December the 22nd, 2002. He was age 26. He was struck by several vehicles and killed while he and another officer struggled with a suspect on the side of I-285. The officer was investigating a suspicious person call. While talking with the suspect, a struggle ensued and spilled into the travel lane. Both officer and the suspects were struck by 3 vehicles. Officer Becks and the suspect were killed. The other officer was critically injured. Officer Becks served with the City of East Point Police Department for 2 years. Officer Joseph Frank Sykes Jr. In a watch, Monday, June 2nd, 1969. He was age 24. He was killed in a motorcycle accident while responding to another accident call. A vehicle struck his motorcycle, causing a fatal head injury. Officer Sykes served with the City of East Point Police Department for 3 years. Officer George Clifford Burnett III. In a watch, Saturday, July 16th, 1966. He was age 26. He was shot and killed by a suspect who had just murdered another officer, Johnny Puckett Sr. of the DeKalb County Police Department the previous day. Officer Burnett served with the City of East Point Police Department for 1 year. Officer Earl Vickery, in a watch, Sunday, November the 20th, 1938. He was age 31. He was killed in a motorcycle accident while chasing a violator. During the chase, he was thrown from the motorcycle into the path of a moving trolley. Officer Vickery served the police department for 3 years. Officer Jack Parker, East Point Police Department, in a watch, July 28th, 1929. He was age 30. He was killed also in a motorcycle accident while on patrol. Officer Parker served with the City of East Point Police Department for 4 years. Officer Charles John Cash, East Point Police Department, in a watch, Thursday, May 15th, 1913. He was age 33. He was electrocuted while walking his downtown beat during the night shift. Part of his duties included lighting the arc lamp at the corner of Main Street and West Cleveland Avenue. As he attempted to light the lamp, his hand came in contact with another live wire, and he was electrocuted. Officer Cash served with the East Point Police Department for 2 years. Let us never forget the lives and the memory of these heroic men.
Now will we have our honor guard and our color guard to present arms.
Supplemental to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Right turn, march! Forward, march!
At this time, we will have invocation by Pastor Olivia Maxwell of Impact Church.
Let us pray. Most holy God, God of spirit, God of kindness, God of love, God of community, God who keeps and God who protects, God who guides. We gather here this morning to give you glory, to show our complete honor, and to remember 6 dedicated souls that have forever left an indelible mark upon our hearts and within our community. God, you are the example of love. You are the example of servanthood. You are the epitome of patience, and you are the example of justice. You are our maker. You are our creator. You are our designer of each and every day and each and every moment. We thank you. We thank you for the many brave lives that get up every morning, benevolently placing on a uniform, an attire to protect and to serve. A mantle that they carry each and every day, each and every moment, a call to protect and to serve. These benevolent men and women, these brave, wake up each day determined to protect and to serve. Continue to cover this fine department. Continue to show your love through the passion of these fine officers who go forth every moment showing your love, your kindness, your compassion, and your grace. Bless this time of remembrance. Bless this moment where we remember these 6 souls. Allow there not to be another. And most importantly, allow us to remember that the spirit of these 6 rest in our heart and serve with us each and every day. And together we say thank you and amen.
Thank you, Pastor Olivia. At this time, we have Major Russell Popham of the East Point Police Department come up and speak.
Good morning. Thank everyone for showing up. One of the things I want to talk about is duty. As police officers, our main duty is to basically confront evil. This shows in many calls that we handle on a daily basis. Just this past weekend in Ohio, there was a police officer that was actually at desk duty. He was actually the chief of police of a small police department. However, he still wears a badge, and it is his duty to act. He was called to a nursing home in reference to a person armed out front. He gets there, confronts the person. Unfortunately, the chief of police was shot and killed, and the person went inside and shot his ex-girlfriend inside the nursing home. This is one of these jobs that at any given time we are called upon to protect, and as a result of that, sometimes we pay the ultimate sacrifice, such as the officers that Chief Gardner just mentioned. Another incident that happened in this city, May the 2nd, just a couple of weeks ago, an individual was at a bar. He was thrown out of the establishment. He went to his vehicle, got in his vehicle, and as he was driving away, he shot indiscriminately towards about 7 police officers and up to 200 people in the parking lot. What did our police officers do? They started chasing the person. Everyone else ducking for cover, trying to run away. These 7 people, and it is on video, these 7 officers are running towards the sound of gunfire, running to apprehend this person, which they did. So again, our job, even though we do a lot of things in our duty, but when it comes down to it, is confront evil and danger. And that's what we do, and unfortunately at times we do make the ultimate sacrifice. I appreciate each and every one of you, and thank you for allowing me to speak here.
Thank you, Major Popham. Now at this time, we'll call Corporal Nicholas Broussara up to speak.
Good morning. Thanks for allowing me to be here, and I guess I got here right on time when Donna introduced me. Today is a very special day for all of us to be here. As you guys know, I had or should I say we actually all experienced a really sudden passing of K9 Drake. I had the privilege of working K9 Drake from 2007 to 2014, and I remember the very time when at that time it was Lieutenant Juan Grulon that actually made the announcement and informed myself and Investigator Smith, congratulations on embarking on, you know, one of the greatest opportunities one can actually ever experience. And at that time I really had no idea what he was talking about until the opportunity presented itself when Smitty and I went through our handlers course together. And during that time, K9 Drake and I actually went on to really do some really amazing things, not only for the city of East Point, but for everyone in the metro Atlanta area in terms of mutual aid. The rewarding part is, you know, not only did I suffer a huge loss, but I think all of us, we all did, because I consider Drake like our dog. He was our dog who was very special on how he had a overwhelming impact with everybody. Just from the opportunities that he had when he ran and he played with everyone, being in the back in the lower lot right here when we were getting gas, and even being out there to, you know, working with everybody on multiple cases. But I think one of the most, you know, out of all the cases that we actually did, I had to really think what type of case that was very significant that we actually participated in. And I think, you know, on a special day like this, it was one case on a weekend when I was on my way to work a part-time job over at Longhorn Steakhouse, and it was with the late great Corporal Crystal Parker. I'm sure everybody remembers Parker when she was here. In my opinion, she happens to be one of the best FTOs that I ever met in my lifetime. She was a very genuine individual who had a passion to teach. None of us knew at the time exactly how gifted she was until the opportunity to present itself when she actually was an FTO and she started training people. And it was on a call over at the Camp Creek Marketplace over at DTLR when she had a shoplifting case involving a gray Dodge Avenger. And then, you know, on my way into Longhorn Steakhouse, I had no idea that I'd be getting a call when she actually asked for Drake and I to come to the scene. So once we actually had the opportunity to go to the scene, once we had the Once we actually had the opportunity to go to the scene, she briefed me on what was going on as far as a guy. She gave a description on what the guy looked like. And at that time, I don't know if he's here, but it was actually at the time it was Officer Bullock, who's now Sergeant Bullock, who was in the process of being trained with Parker. And when she briefed me on the call, she actually said that it was a guy that was stealing clothes, who was last seen in this Dodge Avenger, but never made it back to the car. So when we had the opportunity to look in the inside of the car, in the inside of the cabin of the car, we actually saw a handgun and we saw paraphernalia in the inside of the car. So what I did, Drake, he gave an order response to the driver's side door as well as the handle. Get away from this. He gave an order response to the outside of the car. When he gave an order response on the outside of the car, that's when I told Parker, I said, just do me a favor. All I need you to do is just notify professionals and just do an original narrative and I'll take care of the rest. So we ended up getting 2 pounds of marijuana out of it and a stolen handgun. We never was able to actually ID the person that was inside of the car, but as we were impounding the car, the person that actually owned the car was actually trying to file a stolen police report with Union City involving the Dodge Avenger. So we had the opportunity to bring that person over, and then once we actually confirmed that the conflicting stories was going on, we actually put that person in custody too. It's actually somebody that she is related to that we deal with all in Zone 6. But that, I think, in my opinion, that happens to be one of the best cases, if not the greatest case that I made with it. I mean, we've had some huge accomplishments, but to do it in that capacity with Parker, you know, and we all know exactly her not being here anymore, it had an overwhelming effect on all of us. But that was probably one of the best cases, if not the best case that I had the opportunity to work. So, you know, my advice today on a day like today, how memorable it is, and of course in 2017, you know, we all heard that 49 people lost their lives on the line of duty. So we really have no idea exactly what to expect when we actually come to work every day. But, you know, just stay vigilant at all times. And I think that's one experience that I will remember for the rest of my life as far as having that opportunity, not only to help Parker, but she was amazed that she didn't know that was the only thing that she had to do. But, you know, because of, you know, some of the great investigative skills that she did during the time getting all the preliminary stuff that we needed, it turned out we really made a great case out of it. So, again, I just want to tell everybody, including everybody here, thank you. I really appreciate it. But just don't forget, you know, the opportunity that Drake presented to us. Like I said, he was our dog. And never forget Parker. I know I haven't. I don't know if anybody's actually had an opportunity to go down to Forest Lawn to pay homage to the ones that have gone before us. I do it on a regular basis. So, and, you know, it's actually a humbling experience just to do it. But, you know, like I said, Parker was very special. She knew exactly how, you know, how much of a positive impact that we had. And also to be out here working and to do community work with Detective Bridges is awesome too, dealing with the kids. So, thank you. I appreciate it.
Major Judy Cannon with the East Point Police Department.
I read a poem. It's called In the Line of Duty. What is the meaning of in the line of duty? It means that an officer made the ultimate sacrifice. It means that someone took an officer's life. A hero has fallen. Officers who gave their all to protect and serve us have been killed by someone whom they've swore to protect and serve. It means that their badge will no longer be on their chest. and they will join the best of the best. It means that family and friends are left behind to deal with the loss of a loved one, only having the memories of that loved one close to their hearts, something that no one can ever take away. It means that family members will stand at the officer's grave and wonder why. Why would someone take an officer's life and then leave them there to die? If we only knew. Today, an officer will place their badge on their chest to fulfill the dreams of heroes killed in the line of duty.
At this time, we have Chief Tommy Gardner and command staff place the roses on the wreath. Grab a load and walk that way. Officer John Charles Cash, end of watch, Thursday, May 15, 1913. Officer Jack Parker, end of watch, Sunday, July 28, 1929. Officer Earl Vickery, end of watch, Sunday, November 20th, 1938. Officer George Clifford Burnett III, end of watch, Saturday, July 16, 1966. Officer Joseph Frank Sykes Jr., end of watch, Monday, June 2nd, 1969. Officer Christopher R. Betts, end of watch, Sunday, December 22nd, 2002. Officer K9 Drake, end of watch, Monday, May 1st, 2017. This concludes the National Memorial Service for the East Point Police Department. Thank you all.